Hi guys, this is Kapil from EHS Academy and welcome to another informative video. So guys, today's my topic is SCADA system. Okay, if you are following EHS Academy from the long time, then I hope you have heard that word. Okay, so SCADA means Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition Systems. Okay, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. And this particular topic comes under the process safety aspect. Okay, process safety also and functional and systems also. We use that particular topic very widely. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm gonna cover what is the SCADA system and what are the different components of SCADA system and how it works and its importance and some vulnerabilities of that particular SCADA system. Okay guys, so I wrote here the full form of that. Supervisory, just write that full form, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. Okay, Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System. So now what that particular name is suggesting is supervisory control. It means whatever the process you have, if we are using that under process safety, means whatever the process you are running, doesn't matter, it may be in food industry, it may be in cement industry, oil and gas industry, piping industry, any industry it is. Okay, if it is a process industry, so we can supervise our process. It means we can monitor our process by this system, and if something fluctuates, we can control that also by using that system, as well as and data acquisition system. This means whatever the data we have, we can collect there also. Okay, so it can do three things. First of all, we can supervise our whole process from one location, one centralized location. Second is we can control if something fluctuates, we can control from that centralized location. And third one is we can collect the data of that particular fluctuation and that particular process for the upcoming events, to deal with upcoming events. Let's take one small example. Just consider that one human is there. Okay, now under that human, one factor is that is called BP. Okay, what is that? Blood pressure. Now as the ideal human, we know the ideal human BP, that is your 60 to 90, in between of that. Now as you know that guys, it's a basic understanding. If that BP goes 50, 40, you know the consequences of that. There will be some sort of fluctuation. Your body will react of the low blood pressure. And if the BP increases like 100 and 110, okay, then also there will be some sort of fluctuation in your body. Same like that, the same concept applies in process safety. If a process is there, it needs to be maintained. Whatever the chemical reactions that is taking place inside a chemical process, okay, that needs to be under SOE. SOE is a safe operating envelope. Okay, so that 60 to 90 and 70, 80, 90, this difference 60 to 90 will be called as safe operating envelope. If your blood pressure in between of that, then it is safe. If it is going above 90, then there will be some sort of fluctuation and your body will react in a negative way. If it is going downwards to the 60, then there will be also fluctuation and body will react. So always we need to maintain that our process will be under SOE. SOE will depend upon the process, whatever the chemicals you are using, so it will depend. So to monitor that, to control that, all that, we are generally going for SCADA system. Okay, now you understood. Now what happens previously? It means when the SCADA systems was not developed, how we deal with that problems. Okay, so guys, when the SCADA systems was not there, it means when it was not developed. So at that time what happens is, in the big refineries, in the big process plant, manually a person need to go monitor, rectify, do all the things manually. So at the time it is a very problem actually, because sometimes we need to build the infrastructure of critical refineries at the remote locations. So at the time it gives a lot of problem to transfer humans from one location to another. After that, stay alert at 24/7, because refineries are operating continuously for a long time. Okay, so be alert at that time and control all the systems, all the critical systems manually. Okay, but after the SCADA system, all the things have changed. Now from one centralized location, from this particular location, I can control a refinery which is being operated in Kanyakumari, one refinery which is being operated in Agartala, in Rajasthan, in Jammu Kashmir. So it is one of the centralized location. Okay, so now I hope you got some understanding about SCADA system. Now let's go to the parts. Actually 5 major parts are available inside the SCADA system. So by combining these particular 5 parts, one SCADA system will form. Okay, so let's individually learn about these parts, what are they and how they are using, how they are benefiting the SCADA system. SCADA system is made up of 5 major components. The first component is called HMI, Human Machine Interface. It means it is one of the location, or you can tell it is one of the location from where machine, okay, or whatever the parameters are available in the real-time data can be connected to the human. For example, now I'm sitting on the centralized room. Okay, so there will be a lot of monitors will be there. Okay, computer screens will be there. So all the data of the refinery, whether it's flow rates, whether it's temperature, whether it's process, current condition, situation, all the things I can monitor from one location. There will be a lot of monitors will be there, which is representing the different conditions of the plant specific equipment. Okay, so that location will be called as human machine interface. So as I initially told you, SCADA is a combination of hardware and software. Okay, so you can get all the real-time information of the data from the HMI, human machine interface. Okay, second is your supervisory computer. It means whatever the information that you are getting from the field, okay, that will be gathering here. And whatever the instruction that you are giving, it means if a process is going above and beyond the SOE, safe operating envelope, then you need to control and you will give some sort of instructions. So first of all, these instructions will be transferred to the supervisory computer, and then it will be transferred to the next steps. Okay, so all the data from the field devices first of all coming to the supervisory computer, and then it is being projected and showing into the HMI. And the same vice versa, whatever the controls you are giving, whatever the instructions you are giving for the control of the process, first of all it is going to the supervisory computer, and then it is going to the respective field devices. Okay, third is guys RTUs. What is that? RTUs, remote terminal units. It means they are also one of the field device. Basically they are used to measure the parameters like temperature, pressure, okay, time, these type of parameters. If they are fluctuating, they will directly give the signal to the supervisory computer, and it will be giving to the HMI, and we can just control from there. Okay, PLC, they are little bit smaller than the RTIs. They are called programmable logic controllers. Okay, they are the field devices which is used to measure the real-time data from the field small devices. Okay, and third one is communication infrastructure. It means to connect all these things we need some sort of wires, some sort of cables. So that is provided by communication infrastructure. So all up of when these all combine, they form a SCADA system. Okay, so now guys, after discussing about that, there is one small problem that exists in between all of that, because as I told you, it's a combination of hardware and software, HNS. Okay, so a lot of vulnerabilities is there. Previously, as I told you, importance of cyber security in the process industries. If you haven't watched that video, watch that video. I'll give the link on the I button. Okay, so inside that there is a risk that someone like viruses, hackers may come inside that and control and take control overall process onto the overall process. For example, frequently I ask this question to the safety professionals. Just consider you are working in a process industry. Okay, if you know the answer, you can put them in the comment box. If you are working in the process industry, suddenly your process is going out of the hand. It means you want to reduce the temperature of the process fluid which is going inside that, but you are unable to do it because someone else from another part of the world, he is doing all that. So at the time, what you can do? Now you will tell that I will remove all the locations. It means I will remove all the power supply. Then also there is no problem because he is operating from another location. He have overall control on your process. Okay, he can do anything. If you want to increase the pressure, he can increase. If you want to release the liquid which is being stored in the tanks, he can release. Okay, he can do anything with your system. Okay, even he can make the worst case scenario within the seconds within your refinery. So at the time, what you can do? If you know the answer, you can put them in the comment box. Okay, so the same concept applicable here. If a SCADA system is not protected, not secured, then it is one of the dangerous system, because anyone can enter into the SCADA system and compromise the security levels, safety levels within a plant safety. Okay, so that's why the securance of SCADA, it means the security of the SCADA becomes the top priority within a plant. Okay, it can be done by the cyber security. Already I have taken one small topic with regards to cyber security. You can check out that our channel. Okay, so that is one of the issues, guys, because nowadays we are giving more preference, because I have shared some state data with regards to that. It means how these systems are being attacked, what is CIA trade and all. Okay, so if you are interested on cyber security and more about SCADA, kindly tell me. I can develop some more videos on that particular SCADA topic. Okay, so guys, I hope you got some understanding about SCADA, what is the meaning of SCADA and why it is being used, and what are the vulnerabilities and what are the different components that is present in a SCADA. This video is about basic. Okay, it is very basic video. So if you are interested in that such videos like technical safety, process, functional and systems, I can develop some more videos. If you like this video, press the like button and share this video with your friends, those who are working in safety, especially in process safety, and share this video, subscribe to this channel. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care.